Good afternoon, everyone. We have got a new project, and I have a co-presenter. This is Professor Sarian Sumner, University College London, who also happens to live near me. And we are doing something called the Aston Upthorpe Wasp Project, or if you're from Yorkshire, A-Up Wasps. And I thought we'd just talk about why Sarian's interested in wasps and why the heck we're doing this crazy project in my back garden. So first up, can you just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and why you think wasps are so great?
Wasps are amazing. So I've been studying wasps for about 20 years, and I have a confession that I didn't actually like wasps or even insects in general when I started studying them, but I got hooked on their amazing social behaviour. And since then I've been studying their social behaviour and also interested in looking at them as the kind of ecosystem services, the useful things that they do for us. And one of the top things that wasps do for us is they're pest controllers. So they are nature's pest controllers. So think twice before you go digging up that nest in your garden and getting the pest controllers in, because those wasps are doing you a service by getting rid of all the caterpillars on your lettuces and aphids on your tomato plants. So they're really, really useful, but massively misunderstood. And so one of the things that we are doing as part of the A-Up Wasp project is to try and get a bit closer to the possibly the most hated wasp in the world, or at least in Britain, and that is the yellow jacket wasp.
That's joy. That's what we're going to have 1,000 of in my shed.
Yeah, in this shed here, we're going to get a whole nest.
Right.
We're going to put it in a box, and we're going to throw lots of tech kit at it to try and learn more about the secret life inside a Vespula wasp colony.
That was pretty good. And how come we're doing this in my back garden with my son's Jasper, who's behind the camera, with his GCSE design project, and not in your fancy laboratory in London?
Well, that's a really good point. I mean, I think all credit for this project goes to Jasper, your son, because if it weren't for Jasper, we wouldn't even have got to where we are now. So Jasper designed a box for a researcher such as me to put these wasps in so that we could get closer to them and study them in the right way. And these wasps are notoriously difficult to have in any kind of captive environment. So I guess that's one reason why we're here and not in London. So UCL is in the heart of London in Bloomsbury, and the health and safety forms that I would have to deal with, the risk assessments
Got it.
I would have to have
right. Nasty wasps of death in my back garden.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the great thing about having them in Jolyon's back garden is that they can be free flying. So they will be contained in a box, but they will be flying outside of the shed, and they will be being your local pest control.
Yeah, which is great because my vegetables
Your vegetable patch is just there.
fruit and veg are just there. Great. Shall we go? Do you want to take the viewers inside the shed and have a quick peek at the magic wasp box?
So here we are in Jolyon's shed with the wasp box, and this is Jasper. Jasper made the box. Do you want to tell us a bit about the box, Jasper?
So the box is a foam board box with a plexiglass front. The foam board was just it was rather light, so the mass sensor is not too overloaded at the start, and it's got more resolution on mass changes when the wasp grows in size, so we can see the difference between hourly wasps, not just over the day-night difference. And we have this front so that we can see in, of course.
Lift it forward.
And this comes off, doesn't it?
Yes.
Is that right? There we go.
It peels a bit.
Isn't that
That needs fixing.
I think I'm the luckiest wasp researcher in the world to have somebody like Jasper design and make this box for us. So the fabulous thing about the mass measure is that it's going to, as Jasper says, we're hoping to pick up differences in the weight of the colony just purely from the volume of workers in the nest. So during the day they go out foraging, so we expect to be able to see that kind of fluctuation in the weight from that. But over the long term, over the season, we'll be able to see the growing of the nest as well, because the nest consists of lots of combs full of brood, and those brood are quite heavy. So we'll be able to monitor the growth of the nest as well.
That's great. And so what's the next big event in our project?
Well, the next job is to get the wasp nest, and we've got a couple of available colonies, and we're going to put it in here. But before then, critical thing is we're going to have to make a small adjustment to the box. So Jasper put this really nice access hole in here, so I can get my arm in, and I'll have a glove on when there's wasps in the box. But I'm right-handed. This is for a left-handed wasper. And so I've asked Jasper if he'd be very kind and make me another hole that side, so that I can then access from both sides and really get up close with the wasps and manipulate them as we need to.
That's great. Well, we'll make another one of these when we've got something else to show.
Brilliant.
Thank you.